Hey guys, this run will be the run where I use Kral in the main party with no friend support in order to claim the bonus tickets in the bonus mission. Quick note about my Kral, I did not pull so I didn't get Kral's FR weapon, but my Kral is otherwise having her 1535 EX and LD. As far as my other two party members, I have Terra fully maxed out with a 5/5 ultimate weapon, and Kayn with his FR and 30 levels of Force Boards with a 0 out of 5 ultimate weapon. For my Kral, I did level her Force level but only up till level 10, so that I did not have to use any Force Stone or Force Shards. One note also, in case you're wondering about healing in this party, at the start of the fight, the bosses will use Atomic Ray and you'll be eating a ton of damage. I actually gave Kral a Porom Refined Sphere, and that was actually enough to actually heal everyone gradually back to full HP. If you want, you can actually just slot a healing call on someone, either Terra or Kayn is fine, and any burst healing or HP regen is also workable. Or you can just use an Alexander summon for the HP regen buff it provides. Beyond that, another important component is the Raijin LD call, and you want to debuff the bosses before they hit a 100% force gauge so that their Giga Flare ++ will deal 0 damage. The Raijin LD call will also protect you during the enemy's force time as well. If you don't have a Raijin LD call, you need another call that can mitigate HP damage. One good example would be the Warrior of Light LD call, which is also currently still available. Anyway, going back to the fight, like I said at the start of the fight, I was spamming quite a lot of Kral's Ray of Hope, her S1, in order to quickly charge the Force Gauge. I think that is a little bit sloppy play. On hindsight, probably what would be better is to split her Ray of Hope across both of Kayn's FR. So use about half the charges to charge the first FR and the remaining half to charge the second FR. But anyway, this still works. So at the start of the fight, I'm just gunning for a full FR meter, and then I was aiming to go into Kayn's FR and leap him into the air and go into BT mode with Terra. I use Terra mainly because at the later part of the fight, you can go into a train of free turns with Terra by spamming her LD into meltdowns, and this way you get a lot of free damage in while you negate or you deny the bosses their turns. Because you don't have any key healing in your party as well, you need to strategically use Kral's LD. The idea is that her LD traps the enemy and paralyzes them for 1 turn, and if you use Kral's LD again, the next time the bosses get a turn, they'll be paralyzed and they'll trigger the trap, which will trigger another paralysis yet again. So Kral, when used properly here, would be able to land sort of like a chain of paralysis.
せておけ。命導せよ。
魔導よ、この効果で
任せておけ。命導せよ。
魔導よ、この効果で
任せておけ。命導せよ。
魔導の刃よ、
任せておけ。命導せよ。
お願い、力を貸して
任せておけ。命導せよ。
終わりにする。みんなを守る力を。行くよ、究極の光。さよなら。
命導せよ。
魔導よ、
At the end of Terra's BT mode, you will also finish your force time, and in the second part of the play here, what I'm doing is to gradually charge the force time gauge back up to 100% between Terra and Crow. Terra can also deny the boss's turns by using her LD to get multiple free turns and then break delaying the bosses. In the meantime, when Crow gets her turn, you can inflict paralysis on the bosses by chaining her LD.
魔導の刃よ、
命導せよ。
This part of the fight is quite a slog. Like I said, on hindsight, I think it would be better if you preserve a few skill users of Krau's S1 for the second FR gauge charging, so that this way the second part of the fight will go by a little bit quicker, because at this point of the fight I had to very slowly charge the FR gauge back up to 100% again.
お願い。
While going through this phase, just quick mention about alternative setups. Another great character that you can use here would be Auron. He really helps to keep the party safe, and he reduces HP damage for the entire party while doing some very nice damage with his reworked counter attack. So Crow LD with Auron and with Kain is also a great setup. Or you can even replace Kain with someone who also does off-turn damage, so that you can focus on dealing off-turn damage to try and meet the 50 turn count in this fight. You can potentially also do a non-FR run. I haven't tried it myself, but I think in theory, you could step together Crow, Auron and Garnet, for example, and you can remove everyone's speed passive so that you can try to rely on Auron's counter to do the bulk of the damage. It will hit for quite a lot due to Garnet's BT effect and being Thunder Enchanted as well.
魔導よ、この効果で
命導せよ。
そこまでよ。
命導せよ。
魔導よ、この効果で
命導せよ。
魔導よ、この効果で
命導せよ。
魔導の刃よ、
命導せよ。
魔導よ、降り注いで
命導せよ。 任せておけ。
任せて。オリーズ、みんなを守る力を。行くよ、究極の光。さよなら。
勝利をこの手に。誓いの槍を。
おしまいにしよう。
シェア。
I popped summon here because I'm finally at 100% force gauge, so I might as well enter force time inside summon mode and get the bonus damage as well.
竜の力。
At this point the bosses are also quite low, so you should be able to finish them off, not forgetting that you can still paralyze the boss with Krau's LD if you need to.
飛翔する。明動せよ。
魔導よ、この効果で。
任せておけ。明動せよ。
負けないの。
明動せよ。
お願い、力を貸して。
明動せよ。
魔導の刃よ。
明動せよ。
魔導よ、この効果で。
明動せよ。
魔導よ、この効果で。
明動せよ。
魔導よ、この効果で。
明動せよ。
魔導よ、この効果で。
明動せよ。
おしまいにしよう。
So that's it for this fight. On hindsight, I guess this really isn't an ideal setup, but it is a very consistent setup due to the fact that you get many free turns with Terra. Anyway, as always, if you enjoy the content, do leave a like, comment or subscribe. Really helps a lot. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next Shinryu fight. Bye!